The biggest megaprojects of 2023. Building has been an aspect of life ever since humans started to exist. However, architectural engineering may have started getting recognition as a separate discipline when human beings first felt the need to abandon their nomadic way of life and move from caves into self-made shelters. Today's state-of-the-art is all about unprecedented inventions and stupendous structures. Engineers are making unbelievable bridges, Turkey's longest suspension bridge, underwater roundabouts, the Faroe Islands, and reflective glasses, not buildings, tracks, or tunnels, but wait for it, Barney's reference from How I Met Your Mother, a whole freaking city. In today's video, we will cover the top 10 megaprojects happening around the world. These projects would either be completed this year or in the next few years. Stay tuned and find out more. TRX Exchange Malaysia. A 70-acre mixed-use development is happening in the heart of Kuala Lumpur as we speak. Poised for a first-class experience, this integrated and sustainable complex is owned by the Malaysian Ministry of Finance. It would be the country's newest financial district and a hub for international business. Expected to cost around $80 million, the large-scale project was initially planned for a span of 15 years. Later, the higher-ups decided to revise their completion targets and ramp up the construction works to meet more immediate deadlines. The complex has nearly 4,000 homes, a 2.5 million square foot mall, and a 10-acre public park, and very smartly designed retail pedestrian streets and squares for the comfort of its users. Its landmark building is the Exchange 106, the third tallest skyscraper in Malaysia. The Exchange TRX debuts in the fourth quarter of 2023, and from retail to dining, world-class hotels and entertainment, this modern, high-tech city would have it all. MSG Sphere Las Vegas, USA. The Madison Square Garden project in Las Vegas, set to open in 2023, is the world's largest sphere to date. The MSG Sphere Studios aims to create an entertainment venue for their audiences. The authorities, who are also the owners of Madison Square Garden, would collaborate with different musicians and filmmakers to ensure a high-tech experience for their audience. From martial arts to boxing matches, the entertainers would make use of large spherical HD screens to attract people to different immersive performances. The project cost nearly $2.2 billion for its construction and covers an area of 875,000 square feet, 81,000 square meters. The 336-foot tall and 516-foot wide sphere can accommodate up to 20,000 spectators, including 23 VIP suites. Baltic Pipe Project, Poland. The 900-kilometer bidirectional natural gas pipeline project is currently being developed between Denmark and Poland. It is expected to cost up to $2.4 billion. Strategically, the pipe holds a very important position in the sustainability of many European nations. It would not only supply natural gas from Norway to Poland and surrounding countries in the Baltic region, but also facilitate reverse transmission from Poland to Denmark and Sweden. The project had already started functioning in November of 2022, but it was shut down temporarily for some technical adjustments. It is expected that the pipeline will be fully operational this year. Queen's Wharf, Brisbane, Australia. Set to open in the second half of 2023, the Queen's Wharf Brisbane project transforms an important yet underutilized part of the city into the largest casino resort in Australia. The multi-billion-dollar project boasts contemporary architecture-styled buildings and a beautiful oasis for its residents as well as visitors. It covers an area of 12 hectares and is to date the biggest residential project in Queensland. It is expected to cost around $3.6 billion and is led by a joint venture between the Star Entertainment Group and its Hong Kong-based partners, Far East Consortium and Chow Tai Fook Enterprises. Owing to its smart and sustainable urban design and a strategic location in the city, the project is expected to attract a lot of visitors, and by a lot, we mean nearly 1.4 million visitors annually. Queen's Wharf, Brisbane would not only redefine transport routes but also activate previously wasted space by coming back into the city's skyline. Overall, the proposed development consists of 2,000 apartments, 50 bars, 5 hotels, restaurants, and a casino sitting right across the beach. The project was not fully stopped even during the pandemic, since the government believes it plays an important role in the economic development of the country. During that time, restrictions on heavy vehicles were removed to help move the project in a safe yet efficient manner. Toranomon Azabudai District, Japan. This modern urban village project aims at revitalizing a large portion of Tokyo in Japan. After 30 years of discussion and planning, the construction of this huge megaproject began in August of 2019. The Azabudai Hills, also known as the Toranomon Azabudai District, is a complex of 3 skyscrapers covering an area of approximately 8.1 hectares. The setup has the country's tallest building and is actually a city within a city. Expected to be operational by 2023 and costing around $5 billion, the project features residences, offices, restaurants, retail shops, different cultural facilities, a hotel, and even an international school. Tokyo lies in an active seismic zone, but this building is so strong that it would remain intact even if there was a massive earthquake of magnitude 9. The main tower, clumsily named, and the adjacent slightly smaller skyscrapers are basically village-like buildings surrounded by trees, flowers, and waterscapes. There would be medical and sports facilities and a huge food market for its residents. The complex is designed with the mental and physical well-being of its people topmost in its purpose, and its purpose is to let people live in harmony with nature. Another interesting fact about this development is that it would derive 100% of its electricity needs from renewable resources. New Clark City, Philippines. Located on a former military base near the Clark Special Economic Zone, the highly energy-efficient city known as New Clark City is being developed rapidly in the Philippines to provide a safe haven for its citizens against natural calamities. The city features green construction systems, green buildings, and green landscapes. It has country clubs, theme parks, restaurants, shopping malls, and hiking trails. The city, targeted for completion by September of 2023, is being built on the principle of sustainability. Its pedestrian-friendly streets and various disaster-resilient smart features would not only provide safety against typhoons, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and even tsunamis, but also allow its residents to live in a serene environment away from the hustle and bustle of the Manila metro area. The Green City spans an area of 9,450 hectares, 94.5 square kilometers, and is a projected $12 billion project owned by the Bases Conversion and Development Authority, BCDA. Diamir Basha Dam, Pakistan. With a storage capacity of 8.1 million acre-feet, MAF, and a power generation capacity of 18,100 gigawatt-hours, GWH, the multipurpose Diamir Basha Dam will be the world's tallest dam ever built. It is being constructed on the Indus River in Pakistan and is a concrete-filled gravity dam. Although it is still in the preliminary stages of construction, once completed, the project will provide 6,400,000 acre-feet of water annually for irrigation during low-flow periods. The project is expected to be completed in 2029 and is poised to play a pivotal role in the country's green future by producing clean energy, helping with flood mitigation, and promoting the planting of greenery in the area. Situated 315 kilometers upstream of Tarbela Dam, 180 kilometers downstream of Giglit, and 40 kilometers downstream of Chilastown. This dam is the world's second largest in terms of structural capacity and is part of Pakistan's $442 billion RPS contract with China, signed on May 13, 2020. However, the project is expected to cost around $15 billion by the time of its completion. The Elizabeth Line, England. This cross-London railway project was first proposed by railwayman George Darwin in 1941. Consists of large diameter tunnels across central London, from Paddington in the west to Liverpool Street in the east. The project has been named in honor of Queen Elizabeth II, and the signage can be seen throughout its stations. To date, it has cost around $23 billion. The Elizabeth Line stretches over 100 kilometers from Reading and Heathrow in the west through Shenfield and Abbey Wood in the east, and is expected to serve up to 200 million people every year. The final major upgrade is scheduled to take place in a few months, and the final timetable is expected to come into effect no later than May of 2023. Cairo, Egypt. Approximately 28 miles, 45 kilometers to the east of Cairo, just outside the city of Alexandria, a new summer capital is taking shape and leaving an indelible impression on Egypt's skyline. The project covers a 270 square mile, 673 square kilometer area and is estimated to cost around $60 billion. The goal is to attract over 6 million people to the area, which includes beautiful residences, breathtaking malls, and luxury skyscrapers. The project started almost 7 years ago and is still in progress. It features a huge mosque, a presidential palace, and buildings with ancient-style architecture that lead up to a large central space called the People's Square. The Neom City, Saudi Arabia. The $1 trillion Neom City of Saudi Arabia is not your everyday megaproject. At 500 meters tall and 170 kilometers long and covered by reflective glass, the Green City would revolutionize the whole idea of living. Its vertically stacked residences, floating transportation devices, and cascade waterfalls would change the way you look at things. It's not fair to say that it would have buildings. The city would have regions. So far we know about the Sindala Island, the Oxagon City, and the Trojena Mountain, and there's more to come in the future. All these regions would be powered by renewable energy resources, and the project, once completed, would house 9 million people. Ever since the project was first announced by the Saudi prince in 2017, there has been a lot of excitement. Although it has faced a lot of criticism, its development team continues to persevere and carry on with its plans. The line, a huge temptation for those drawn to tech, is moving rapidly towards the building phase, with excavators trenching and bulldozers dredging. Recent satellite images show yet another line of offices and campsites for different engineering teams. Although it is still too early to speculate, the speed with which the progress images are changing definitely makes you think a new world order might actually start to exist very soon on a tiny portion of our Mother Earth. That's all today, folks. With all this information, we think it is safe to assume that engineers today are somewhat successful in creating the most absurd yet impressive-looking structures ever. The road to success, however, would always be under construction, pun intended. Therefore, please subscribe to our channel and help us grow and bring you more interesting stories about events happening around the world.